Executive decision. We do this now. Well, anyway, how was the weekend?
It was good. I really didn't do much. How about
What,
yours?
when did you get back from Hawaii?
Thursday.
So yeah, so you're fresh back from Hawaii right now.
Yeah, I came back and then worked Friday. That was a busy, crazy day. Very busy, very crazy. And then chill, chill. Now I'm here to help.
So you like to do you usually do it where when you get back you have 1 or 2 days of the week to work and then
Yeah, I try. I try to do that so I'm not just crushing myself as I'm new and naive and eager to work. But in the 85-year-old self will say, stupid fool, why are you doing that? But yeah, I did that.
I think that's the best way. I realized that in residency, when you come back after a week off to do just 1 or 2 days, like a Thursday and a Friday or just a Friday, and then you have the weekend to kind of I thought that that was the best way.
Yeah, I think when you own something, you have a fiscal responsibility that in the beginning, it's a bigger weight where you make it to be a bigger weight than it really is.
Hmm.
So in September and October, just organically based on wisdom tooth data is lower. So your production routinely is a little bit lower.
Hmm.
I was thinking, if I'm going to miss some days, at least do one mega day. So it'll be like a day and a half or almost 2 days of production.
And that's what your Friday was last week?
For sure. Absolutely.
Oh man. Oh man, that just sounds like a hefty day. How many sedations
No
would you do
worries.
a day like that?
I don't know, 4 or 5. I don't do many sedations.
What do you do more of?
Locals, sadly. There's probably more margin to be had in my practice because I don't push a ton of sedation.
Because it's quicker to do the local, right? In and out.
I don't think there's a great reason for it other than it's the system I adopted. If you go from a hardcore like model-based system, you could say there's more upside to do more sedations for billing and you could do procedures with a little more oomph because the patient isn't aware. Not that you're
Mm.
trying to hurt anyone, but just for like, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's just the system I adopted and I got used to. So, I did probably a few different implants, maybe 4 or 5 implants, but local, and then a bunch of single teeth, and then a couple, socket preservation grafts, and then a bunch of consults and a bunch of follow-ups. And that's pretty productive for me.
Excellent. Excellent. Oh, that's huge.
But then it's not just that, right? So then I interviewed like 7 people, and I hired potentially 3 as we're doing some transitioning. I'm going to overstaff during the interim,
Mm.
rolling out a new retirement plan, rolling out a new healthcare plan. So there's a lot of moving parts.
Wow, and you're the head of the ship of all these movements.
Yeah, and you got one day to accomplish all that. It was crazy. It was a good challenge for mental fortitude, a good challenge of self-discipline, and you got to be on it.
And 4 or 5 sedations, that's a big day. And then you did 4 or 5 implants, and then all the other procedures that you did. That what was your day
Yeah,
like? What were the hours that you did last Friday?
I was done at 4:30. I stayed until probably 5:30 to close the loop on some things, choose who we were hiring,
Yeah,
and
no.
sign some papers for this new retirement plan.
Mm. Hmm. And you
I
started at seven
move,
or eight.
I move, I move.
Yeah.
My life, I move. There's no stopping. You move, keep going. There's no thinking. Oh, you move, you move, you move. Go, go. Am I going to drill this tooth? Yes. Go, go. Should I drill this? No. We're going to drill this preventatively to ensure it's a great experience. Go, go. So you just have to have a system. Not
Mm.
that it's all about that, but if you are in the moment where you're trying to do more in that time period and also not make the patient feel rushed or things thrown around, you got to be on it and proactive, not planning and not be more of reactive to the scenario.
How many operatories do you have?
Not many, like 5. I probably run 2.5 or 3.
So you have space. You have space for me to come over there and get in there.
Yeah. How was your Friday? Enough about me.
It was good. It was good. Friday finished up work, and then I went into like the Bronx, like Westchester area. Went to my fiance's sister and brother-in-law's apartment, and then we had our like engagement party yesterday.
That's fun. That's exciting.
Then we came
What's
back.
the date?
Date's gonna be January 2027. Yeah,
All
so
right. So you got plenty of time.
plenty of time.
You got
Plenty
plenty
of
of
time.
time.
Just trying to I just want to knock off this board exam first, and then hopefully life
Yeah.
kind of
And
finally.
you will. I promise you'll pass.
Well, I
What's
mean,
my motto I told you about the boards?
which one? There are a lot
Just
of
name
models.
any. Name one.
Name one for a motto. I mean,
I got
you
you.
just gotta make it
I
happen. You gotta
got you.
make the time for it.
No, I got you. Do so much prep that it would be unreasonable for you not to pass.
Right, right, right.
There
Do
you go.
so much prep so it would be unreasonable not to pass. You did say that last
100%.
time.
I got you.
Yeah, yeah.
I will show you what to do. And it will be stupid for you not to pass.
I'm gonna do it. How was Hawaii, by the way? Did you do anything that really stood out?
Yeah, so it was fine. It was great. I mean, okay, well, there's always pain points. I like to be an optimistic cat. So the optimistic cat here is that it was lovely. It was just, nice scenery change. You know? It's very hard to get to. That was challenging. Very long flight. Had a toddler with me. And then once you landed, it was another long drive. And
How
there's like
long?
one road in Hawaii and there was traffic. And I was thinking, like, I live where I live for no traffic. For me to go on vacation, have traffic, like, I want to jump off a bridge. Like, what just happened? Like, oh my God. So we have traffic on this like serene island for no reason. Like, maybe like a coconut fell down. I don't know. Whatever. But we went for a wedding. It was super cute. My son
Wedding.
met some friends. Yeah, I only went for a wedding. I wasn't go there on my own. And it's cute to meet some people. It's cute for him to interact. He learned a cannonball for the first time, so we bought him
Um,
these new goggles. It was like the most fun I've ever had in my life to hear this child of yours jump and cannonball in the pool and squeal and say, "Best day ever," at the top of his lungs, and then say how much he loves his mom and dad. And that was like a huge moment for me, to thinking like, wow, I really should double down and be more of an active father. And it was so fun and so cute for him. And that was a good moment that I say I really cherished, other than the getting there.
yeah,
The weather was nice. The time delay was crazy. I woke up at like 1:50 every day. I just stayed awake. So, and then I built some like nice course that we're about to share. But
yeah.
I think for me, I thought the weather was lovely. The staring at the stars because of no like pollution of light was incredible.
Hmm.
And my son's phase of development of being interested in the pool is pretty well timed. So that was nice.
Just lost the picture. I was gonna share the picture. Ah, got it. But wait. So, what do you go back to this? How you wish you were a little bit more present and active as a father. You're always going on trips and road trips, and you're doing a great job. What do you mean?
Yeah, I like to keep pushing.
And you are. I mean, you crushed it on Friday as soon as when you got back, and then I mean you were working the whole trip too at 1 a.m. Then I'm just wondering because like you said you could be better. I was like you're already better than most from what I'm like from
Yeah.
what I
So comparison is the thief of joy. And, when you really lean into the art of self discipline and trying to be the best version of yourself, yeah, you could sometimes consider it toxic, I guess. But and the reality is, like, I could be a much better father and a more present father for sure. So it was just a great reminder at that moment of like, my analogy would be, let's say you're playing golf and like you hit a really great golf shot. You're like, damn, I love this. I forgot how much I really love this.
mm,
So I had that moment in the pool with them and I thought, damn, this is awesome. Like, oh my God, how did I not realize this? Like, you easily think because you're on a log plane ride, just need a break. Oh my God, you need a break. And then there's that really cute fucking moment that you cherish, like hitting that really nice golf shot that gets you in for more. That's all I was trying to say.
yeah yeah. No, I like that. I like that a lot. That's a great moment for him too. And was that his first time? It wasn't his first time in a pool, was it?
No, but like first time he just fucking jumped in on his own and yelling cannonball. Like, what was that? First of all, I ran over there like, dude, you need your swimmy. Like he almost like, what are you doing? He was just so excited. And like he's never done that. So it was it was very special, cherish those moments. And like he's never gonna
Yeah,
have another first cannonball ever again. That was
yeah.
just,
This
so
was it.
cherish it.
Do you think what would you do differently as far as spending more time, being more present?
Yeah.
You were 5 days
So
a week,
for
Monday through Friday, right?
no, it's not that. It's more or less like active. It depends on your family treatment plan. So, like right now, my wife is more involved in
Mm.
regards to his education and all of those things.
And she's a
I
dentist
can and
too.
should be. Yeah, and I can and should be, and I will be more involved. It's really just what you think about in your free time. So I'm reminding myself in my free time, I should be thinking more about like, how can I help him become a better person? How could I help him like do things instead of me living my life and expecting him to like be an existing thing around me.
Yeah,
And I think it's not uncommon to just fall into that trap. And I would say it's more like the passive living. So it's just reminding me to think like I should think more actively about him.
yeah,
I'm a human, man. I'm a human being too. I'm a classic male. We went through OS. You're a hard worker. So I'm bred and ground into something that's, you like ignore life and move forward. So I'm just trying to remind myself.
Don't ignore life. Yeah. Yeah. We're out of that zone where you can't just, well, I'm almost out of the zone. I think after the boards, I could finally say, no, I don't want to ignore these parts of life anymore. I really want to be present at all times with
I
life.
know. I know, man.
What
Dude,
time do you
I've
wake up
given
in the,
up like golf. Dude, I don't even play golf anymore. My
that's a
weekends,
problem,
like,
man. You played golf in college, dude. You were
yeah,
good
I
at
know,
it.
but like on my weekend, that's my time with him.
Yeah.
So I would cherish it. He's just almost old enough to go to the range. And then when he is, we will go golfing together. It's just short season of my life is the
Yeah.
way I look at it.
No, that's a good point. That's a really good point. And then let me, you'll see where I'm going with this. What time do you usually wake up in the morning? Because you start work at 7 or 8, right? What
Yeah,
time do you usually wake up?
5:30, 5, something like that.
5:30 or 5. Okay. But then the time lag or the difference when you were in Hawaii, you were getting up at like 1:50. So I
Yeah,
guess that would translate to like 5:30,
yeah,
5:50.
something like that. Yeah.
So it's like a 4 hour.
Yeah, it's
And
like a
then
4 or 5 hour time zone.
so then before your son and your wife got up, we were doing this I'm gonna pull it up now. You made this course all in that time. You started before you went over there, right? And tell me about this.
Yeah, so basically, moral of the story was I had that long plane ride. I thought, what the fuck am I going to do on this plane ride? I can't just sit on here for
How
six
long is this
hours
plane?
while everyone's sleeping and not do anything. So I thought, you know what, I really want to create something that's helpful.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
and I've been putting into like, what's your, like, what energizes you and what drains you. And what energizes me is creating. So
Hmm.
I just went through this creative thing of like, what are 10 things I wish I had known that would like change the shit out of me if I was 18 or dentist or in dental school, or if I was just getting out that I wish somebody had showed me and told me because it would have changed my reference. It would change my lens of life. It would change my mindset. It would remind me to take care of myself. It would make me realize there's different things you can do and just to be a better version of yourself. Just a reminder, because I've read all the books everyone's read and most people forget them the next day. Very few people take action. So on
Hmm.
one of these, I think I even have the books on there where I just outline all these different books and I just kind of recapitulated small little things
Yeah.
to like apply. So moral of the story is to play and ride, created some modules, created these PDFs for each module, just like one page, a high yield like review. And then when I was in Hawaii, randomly, like 150. I just went over to this meeting room. This guy, I forget his name. I think it was like Adam. He came in. I was like, dude, can I use this conference room? He's like, yeah, go for it. No one's awake. So I just went into this like conference room. It's like 12-person chair, super nice. And I just recorded a bunch of videos. And I did that each day. And then I just created a course and I tested it. And then I added more, added more, added more, added bonus material, added more, and then added case stories and studies of how I applied some of these things to myself and close friends. And then I put the picture from Hawaii while we were there. And then this was all built with AI and code. So the other thing with my creative lens was I wanted to lean into AI.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I
like I
like
need to
this.
figure out how to utilize this. So like on the fly, on the plane, when I wanted, custom code, change, change, change. And I think if you do the math on how many changes I made, it's like 785 changes I've made, like in that time from the flight to whenever this was done.
780. Oh my God.
Yeah, like small changes, like where everything is in the middle, every single thing that's written, how it's written, where the period is, every icon, every single thing was designed or edited.
Which AI did you use? ChatGPT or Grok?
I haven't even chosen a domain yet. This is so fresh. It's whatever the fuck this thing says, built with lovable. I'll create a domain. I'll call it like Spear Strategy or something. The moral of the story was just to like build something free to build rapport with somebody else to see like if they really want more help and then they can reach out for 15 minutes to chat about something.
And that's
And
where this right now.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it goes over like overview of life. It goes over like, how to be more profitable, goes over W2 versus 1099. It goes over, where you are there, case stories, exit strategies, estate planning, activity tracking. I built some kind of really nice tax deduction list that I just share with everybody. I went above and beyond. I gave people probably more than anyone really truly deserves for not knowing me. But I just thought, why not give? And then on that bonus thing you're on there, these are all interesting aspects of life that I found extremely compelling. Like the art of goal setting. Like once you know how to goal set, you'll always hit your goals. How to network, to like level up your reference group, urgency, close the loop. Snow globe's a very interesting thing about building a high margin product, especially in your industry. And then like understanding topics well for the boards, inch wide, mile deep. And the last one's power of the moment. And that's where I applied with my son on the cannonball, like learning how to take an ordinary moment and make it extraordinary. Like just, he could have cannonballed the pool. I could have said, congrats, Preston. Go grab my drink. No fucking chance. I went all in on the moment, the power of the moment. You think, I bet you he will remember this
Yeah.
just from reading that book. It wasn't my idea. I just got this from this book that somebody shared.
This was the
So
art of goal setting.
yeah. So like, I just wanted to share this, and then I recapped it because it is a lot to spear strategy. And in hindsight, when I look at this, what I probably should have done was I probably should have just done like 5 videos, because what are the odds somebody's going to finish all this? Probably 0. But whatever. I had fun building it. It didn't take any time on my day. My family was sleeping.
Yeah. No, this is going to be huge. This is going to be extremely helpful to people. Sleep well at night. That's a key one. The spear guarantee. I like this. Oh man, I can't wait to go through this course.
Yeah, I guarantee you, if like you read this course or go through it, like it will change your life. Like it'll make you a better person. You'll be more accountable, and then if anything, it'll help you have a clear vision of what you want to do next, or at least start thinking about it. And then once you kind of have more of a clear understanding over the next year or two, all your decision making will become a little easier, because sometimes it's hard to make decisions when you don't know where you want to go, and it's totally human to not know everything.
Do you think would be a good time? I mean, obviously, any time would be good. But so during residency, dental school, people are just trying to get into residency or trying to get into a practice thing. Residency, you're trying to get through and just survive. Essentially, the first 6 months out of residency, I'm just trying to study for boards right now and just get that out of the way so I can focus on paying off the mortgage and working and stuff. I feel like it would be right after boards. That would be probably the most ideal time, because that's the next, like you've been practicing 6 to 9 months at that
I
point.
think you're looking at this wrong. I think the way you should look at this is the person in pre-dentistry should look at this so they have a clue of what life is. And there's so many things in here about how to apply it to all purposes of life, like your goal setting, your time management, your inch wide, your snow globe, your power of the moment, that there's actually practical applications to your relationship, your health, your fitness, longevity that can be applied. The few things of profit or production, yeah, that can wait. But the videos are so short, it's like 8 minutes. You're not going to waste your life not, listening to it. And I think the power of listening to it more than once will allow somebody to probably take action on it more. So I would say most applicable would be to start in the pre-dental. And then once you're a resident, this would be the best, because it'll make you start thinking, like, how should I even look at this offer? Like, are people doing these things? Like, are they not doing these things? How do I know who to align with? You don't know what's great because you haven't seen anything. So the goal of this was also to challenge people's references. But
That's great. That makes sense.
yeah. But for you, for like maximal focus, I understand. Focus on your one thing and then do it after your boards, because you're knee deep in that. But like, when somebody could start with this, I don't think it could be early enough. I think the tax implications may be too early, but they could skip over it. Or the video, honestly, I try to make everything less than 20 minutes for just attention span reasons.
Right, like the goal setting one. That would be excellent for undergrads.
Yeah, like if you
Absolutely.
follow the goal setting one, like you're going to
Yeah.
hit your goals. That's crazy. I didn't make this stuff up. I just followed other people who hit goals.
And compiled it into your own course.
I just shared it.
Yeah, man. So what's the next project? Do you have your eye on another one now?
No, that's it.
For now. Yeah.
Yeah,
How's this week
just
looking?
get back. I haven't looked. I think it's going to be okay. Just another ordinary week, I guess. I don't
It's gonna
look.
be a busy one. Yeah, all right. I don't want to give you anxiety with Sunday night.
Yeah, I have no anxiety. I've gone through enough that it's not going to face me.
Gotcha. Okay, and we'll do this again
What
next
about
time.
you? What's your week? So thank you for opening and be willing to look at that. And for anyone who wants to look at it, Brandon could share a link. But the moral of the story is it's a free place to learn and educate yourself.
Yeah. You were saying about me? No, I got Monday through Friday. I'm doing the Carolina boards course next weekend. That's Saturday and Sunday. So I just got the
How was the last one you went to?
really good. St. Louis was really, really good. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
very.
I think that's all you need.
Actually, they reached out to me, and their fellow, the St. Louis fellowship, I don't know. I mean,
Matthew,
family
what's his
emerged.
name? Or what's his name? What's the fellow's name?
I don't know. Whoever it was this year apparently didn't, or dropped out or something, like maybe a family emergency. I don't know. I didn't get all the details. I got a call with them tomorrow, but apparently they have a spot that they need that they're looking at to fill. I don't know. It's just interesting. So I'm trying to put the feelers out, see if I could connect them with someone.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, the course was excellent. I need to learn that book. I'm basically just gonna study that book. I plug it into Grok, I plug it into ChatGPT, and I tell it
I
like the
think the book is helpful. The most important thing will be cases.
cases. Okay,
I'll say 2/3 cases, 1/3 book. You'll pass.
2/3 cases. All right.
For
So
sure.
really,
If you can't articulate it,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
useless.
and then using the book as kind of like the spitting facts. Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, good luck. I think you're going to find cases is going to eclipse all other prep, but it's good to have some foundation in areas.
I need to be a little more diligent with my
No
study group.
worries. Why do you think I'm doing this? I'm pushing you.
Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, I'm gonna hit end here, and then you want to do a case?
Yeah.
Can we do it?
Cases. Let's do it.
Cases. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm gonna hit stop here. Where's the stop?